cleaners, we're lovers, we're dreamers, we love our kids. We're chefs and we're cuddlers, we're nurses and snugglers, we love our kids. So come on, come on, come on, come along with moms like us.
Hi, welcome to Moms Like Us, where moms learn from other moms. I'm Elizabeth Manel, host of the show. I'm so glad you could join us today. We have an exciting show. We're going to be talking about fitness and how to keep fit as moms and why it's important to keep fit. We have Shannon Maxtor, owner of Fitness Focus, and then we've got a great panel of moms giving us real practical advice on how they fit exercise into their schedules. We also later have in the show a children's book author, and after that we've got an amazing mom that I'm going to be interviewing. Thanks so much for joining us. So let's get started. We have Shannon Maxtor from Fitness Focus of Wellness and Fitness Boutique in Matamidi, Minnesota. Shannon has been a physical therapist for over 20 years, and she has experience in Pilates, wellness, and just overall fitness. She lives in Matamidi, and she has 3 kids and lives with her husband, Bob. So Shannon, I know that we're all supposed to be physically fit. So can you give us the recommended amount of time that we're supposed to spend each week?
The American College of Sports Medicine recommends 150 minutes per week, which boils down to doing 25 minutes 6 days a week. An important part of that is doing it consistently and regularly and not trying to do that 150 minutes in a couple days. They also recommended 2 days a week that you do strength training.
So how about people that really don't have time? What's the absolute bare minimum that we can get away with?
I know we all like to hear that is what's the minimum, and any exercise that we do is going to be so helpful. But recently studies have shown that you can do 5 to 10 minute bouts of exercise and really obtain multiple health benefits from doing exercises for just 5 minutes at a time.
So like you'd have to do 5 minutes throughout the day, or is it just 5 minutes a day?
So right, you're going to have to do, if you do 10 minutes,
Yeah.
you need to do that 3 times a day.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, I think we can all incorporate that with our kids, and whether they're there with us, incorporating that and joining in.
Yeah, so do you have any great suggestions on moms that have kids and how to incorporate exercises into their daily routines with kids running around like crazy?
Right. Well, oftentimes we find ourselves at playgrounds, and so I really encourage the moms to talk. They love to talk and visit for a while, but then to say, you know what, let's go and play with the kids. So if they're going up the ladder and down the slide, follow them. And you know, it's been years since we've gone across those monkey bars. Join them, and then that bench that we were sitting on with the ladies when we were talking, turn that into exercise equipment. Do push-ups on it, tricep dips, step-ups, even do squats, you know, onto the bench. And you know, the kids will have so much fun because they love when we join in with them, and it's just a great role model as well.
Those are awesome ideas. So let's open it up to our mom panel and get some real practical advice from everybody. So I'm a runner, and I just like to take my 3-year-old with me on my run. But what do you all do for trying to get exercise done throughout the day with kids around?
Well, I actually just bring my 3-year-old along. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and the 6-year-old's in 1st grade, so I work out in the mornings, and I bring her along and bring her to the child care center with the other kids to play while I take my 1 hour to work out.
Well, after having my second baby, I felt like I just really wanted to up the exercise in my life, and after doing videotapes when they're napping for a while, I decided to kind of go the same route as Christy and started taking classes at a gym, and I liked it so much I decided to become an instructor myself.
Wow, that's awesome.
I take my son to the child care center at my gym, and they take him for 2 hours, so then I'm able to get a nice long workout in, or I take him on a run with my jogging stroller. That works for us.
I have 3 little girls, ages 4, 2, and 6 months old. So I take them with me to the gym, or even if I am home, I practice my yoga with my kids, and I try to have a fun time with them, and they practice yoga with me. They love doing yoga and Pilates with mommy.
Yeah, and that brings up a great other question is like, how do we get our kids to incorporate the exercises with us and really embody that themselves and be good role models and make sure that they're exercising as well?
I think a great thing I do, we, as I say, I practice yoga, and my kids love to do the yoga poses because it's fun for them. When I am doing my routine, they do it with me. And it's a short, I try to keep it short for them, a 20 minutes practice. And they actually do the whole practice. And at the end, they do the relaxation. And that's something they really, really like.
I love the relaxation thing. I wish that my 3-year-old would do that too.
You
That'd
know,
be so awesome.
That happened.
And it works. They follow the routine. And at the end, before the relaxation, they have a little do it together time. So we do some type of exercise together. And then the relaxation, they lay down, they put a blanket on top of them and a little pillow on their eyes. And my 4-year-old, my 2-year-old love doing that. And it's great for me too. And they actually, take that time just to relax and just to listen to their breathing. And it is amazing how a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old can do that.
We have actually purchased a ABC book of yoga for our 3-year-old. And so we like to go through the alphabet, and each letter has a specific pose. And so I read what the pose is, or I read about the letter and the pose. And then my 3-year-old kind of mimics that, and she loves it. We also do yoga videos for kids, and then I have Zumba videos at home that she likes to shake her little thing with, so those are fun.
I love the yoga one with the letters because it's educational and it's exercise at the same time. You're getting 2 birds with 1 stone.
One thing we like to do at home that we don't really call it exercise, but we just love to dance around. We love putting music on, just something with a fun beat, and everybody loves it. My husband, everybody will get going, and you really burn a lot of calories just dancing around. So
that's really fun. So why is exercise important for moms? Does it really make us better moms?
Absolutely. I think so. Exercise has been a part of my life ever since I was a teenager, but never really important to me. And after I became a mom, I realized that I was out of shape and needed to kind of get back into things. And so after my 2nd child was born, I really started focusing on exercising and realized that taking that 1 hour to myself made me a better person. It made me a better mom because I had more patience with my 3- and 6-year-old, because I had that time to myself to kind of decompress and focus on me.
You spend all your day and your week taking care of little ones. You need to take the time to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and do just whatever is important to you. After a yoga practice, in my case, I am just ready to do anything. I am happy and in a good mood. I have more energy, and everybody in my family feels that. It's just like harmony in the air.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is important too is not only does it make us feel better, but thinking about being a good role model. And that's what I hear with you women, if you are being a good role model for your children and they mimic what they see, and they're going to be healthy adults, healthy active adults. Because as obesity is on the rise, over 30%, we hope we can make a change and turn that around. So I love to hear what you guys are saying. That's fabulous.
So has anybody tried any really fun, different exercises?
Well, I have. Recently, earlier this year, I took a workshop in pole dancing and got really excited about it. And after the workshop, I was very inspired. And so I signed up for pole sculpting class, which focuses on doing spins around the pole, climbing up the pole, and inverting, which means going upside down while you're on the pole. And it requires a lot of body strength from all of your muscles, really starting at the core.
I would totally fall on the ground, by the way.
It's hard, but I was a gymnast, and so I don't have the flexibility of a gymnast. That's why I didn't make it as a gymnast, but I do have that strength, the upper body strength, and so I really enjoy it. But what's really the most important thing about the pole dancing and pole sculpting for me is that it has empowered me as a woman, and it made me realize that I wasn't just a mom, that I was a wife, and I'm Christy. I'm a female, and I have sensuality in me that I had lost over time, and so it really brought that back out and made me feel like a better person from the inside out. And I get to wear my 6 1/4-inch high heels, which I call my workout shoes.
These are the best workout shoes ever.
They make you feel amazing just putting the shoes on. It just makes you feel amazing. And you wear yoga attire, so there's no clothing being taken off.
So Shannon, as moms, we all have gone through pregnancy. And what are some great exercises that we can do as we're pregnant to make sure that we're healthy and the baby's healthy?
The guidelines really encourage moms to stay active if they are active, to stay at the same level that they're at, and then you slowly will decrease your activity level based on how you feel. But if someone is not exercising, it's really imperative that they talk with their doctor about what they can do.
So how about after pregnancy? Anybody have any great success stories on how to get that baby weight off quickly?
One of the things that worked for me really well is I would motivate myself by signing up for local races like 5Ks, and then I trained for a half marathon, and it gave me a goal to work towards. So that helped me lose the weight.
Awesome. Yeah, I did this kind of similar thing. I did a triathlon, I think within a year after my pregnancy, and it gave you a goal and to reach for and something to do too.
Yeah, I like that.
Anybody else?
I think first thing you need to be patient because your body changes a lot. And you need to be patient and be grateful, number one, with your body because it just gave life to a new human being. And just try to go back to what your fitness routine was. In my case, I just have to be very patient because it takes a lot of time to get that weight off. 20 pounds or 10 pounds is not easy. But it just keep doing what you were doing before running or Pilates or yoga. It just take it one month at a time.
And it will come off eventually.
Yes, eventually.
I think the big thing with that is doing regular exercise. When they say 6 days a week, try and get something every day in that you're involved in some kind of activity that is going to burn the calories.
You just had a baby 3 months after you had a baby, you're just like, oh my God, am I ever going to wear those skinny jeans
Why
again?
can't I get these back on?
Just be patient and it took 9 months to get to that point. It will probably take you 9 to 1 year.
I love that
12
patience
months
part.
to go down.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody can fit back into the clothes that they were in before because your body physically changes. So you may not be that same size or you may not be the same shape that you were even if you do shed the weight.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need to pretend like we're all going to be in a supermodel fashion show a month after giving birth. I don't think that's
But some of
very...
them do. How
I
is
know.
that possible?
Genetics.
Really?
Muscle memory, I think was a supermodel say there was muscle memory. I want to see that happening on me.
Mine doesn't have good memory in it.
So thanks so much, ladies, for all the great advice. Up next, we've got a children's book author with a new book. If you've got a little one on the way and you have an older child that might be a little insecure about the new one arriving, I've got the perfect book for you. I found a book written by Jen Dewing. Jen Dewing became a member at the Loft Literary Center in Minneapolis. Since she started, she has published 6 children's books and have won numerous awards for her work. Jen lives in Minnesota with her husband Jeff and 3 children. Her newest books are The Super Incredible Sister and The Super Incredible Brother. So thanks so much for being on this show, Jen.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the books?
Yeah, it's the Super Incredible Big Sister and the Super Incredible Big Brother. And as you can see from the cover, it's personalized with the child's name. And it actually, each book actually comes with a coordinating award ribbon. So the big brother or big sister at the end of the story receives a Medal of Honor for becoming a big brother or big sister.
And so they feel extra special because they get a medal.
Yeah, it's important to make them feel loved still and reassured by mom and dad that they're still really special and important.
And now, is it just on the name? Is it just on the front page, or is it throughout the book?
Yeah, it's personalized on the cover, and then it's also personalized on a dedication, and you can put the gift giver's name on the dedication page. And then the name shows up in the illustrations and throughout the story. So the child's name is basically on every spread of the book. And even in some parts, as you can see, it shows up in the illustration. It says Lauren and Jack. So Jack's the new baby and Lauren is the big
Oh,
sister.
so it has both of them on there.
Yes.
Yeah, so then it helps them become, good brothers and sisters together too.
Yes.
Yeah. So where did you come up with the idea for this book?
I have 3 kids, and when my littlest was born, the older 2 had some adjustment issues, and it was just important to make them feel loved and special and very comfortable with the new baby arriving. Yeah. And a lot of the books that this publisher is IC and a lot of the books that our publisher get purchased as a new baby gift. So it made sense for the company. Our co-founders, Maya and Alan, really wanted to introduce a book that could be given to the big brother or big sister, when a baby gift is purchased.
That's awesome, because sometimes when a new baby comes, the other sibling does tend to get ignored for gifts, so that'd be a great gift idea. Yeah. So where can you purchase these books?
These books are available at IC. You can go online at icme.com, and you can purchase them online. You'll also find them out at some retailers like Pottery Barn Kids, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, and some other higher end or specialty retailers.
Okay. And what age group do you think would most enjoy this book?
It's written it could go as high as 8 years old, but really I would say preschool is the perfect age for this.
Okay. And do you have any other books planned?
I do. There's a Christmas book coming out in late October. And then in the first quarter of next year, I have a birthday book I've been working on as well.
Wow, you've been very busy.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for being on our show.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thanks. And up next, we've got an amazing mom that we're going to talk to.
Third week in kindergarten. 5+ years ago, you came rushing to this world weeks before we planned. The girl everyone told me I was carrying turned out to be you, my boy, the son I had no idea I was made to raise. You've turned my world upside down. I've never met a more high energy, joyful about life kid than you. Your smile and your antics get me every time. You push the envelope faster and harder with each passing year. Mom, I didn't get in a lot of trouble, just a little. I didn't go to the principal's office, you tell me on day 5 of kindergarten. Your idea of trouble is silly. Apparently, when you're having a good time, it's hard to switch back to serious learning time. Good thing your teacher understands. No trouble, she writes, just silliness. It's the 2nd week of school. He's fine. And I read the words, he's fine, 6 times over, because it's hard for me to accept that you could possibly be fine without me to solve your little world's biggest problems. You know, the things like Nora and Taylor making playdates on the bus, and a 1st grade boy not letting you sit by him, and then that teensy issue you have with the fact you never get to play on the playground at school because your half days are full to the brim with learning and learning and learning. It's as though I couldn't wait to send you, and now I just want to hit pause and send you on the days I'm going crazy and keep you home the days I'm not. I wonder what they'd call that, crazy making homeschool? Being your mom has been one of the best gifts I've ever been given. I love that you love school and your friends and that you're finding your way at school, even if it's without me. At orientation day, your teacher asked us to write down our goals for you. Some moms and dads wish their kids to be the smartest or the fastest or to have the most friends, but for you, it's simple. I wish for you to love school. I hope that even on that -23 day that we'll have come December or March or whenever, that you'll still be looking outside and asking if it's time yet and watching for the bus and lighting up your face when you see it and climb on. I wish for you to make friends without me there to intervene or interview. But more than that, I hope that you always are kind, even if someone isn't your friend. Sure, I'd love to hear you recite your address and telephone number and even master reading books besides the Bob's books we've been working on. But most of all, I wish for you to still be full of joy. Love school, be kind, and keep the joy, dear boy. And slow down a stitch. Give me a few blinks between kindergarten and high school. I need them.
Hi, I'm Daphne, and as you can tell, I'm not from around here, I'm from England. I have 4 children and 4 grandchildren, so I've had a little bit of experience. Included in those 4 children, I have twins actually, so you can imagine I was really running around a lot with those 2 little boys. A piece of advice I would give to mums, certainly mums with children at home, give your time to them. Don't worry about the house picking up and making sure everything's tidy, because they really need you, not a clean house. And also remember, you're their mum all their life. Even when they're like my age now, I still need my mum. And another bit of advice is follow your gut instinct. If you feel strongly about something like children going to the beach with other parents and you don't feel right, you go along too, or you don't let them go.